everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my first cash stuffing of September, and it's not going to be what it usually is, and that is because my ring light is fully broken. For a long time now, the connection with the cord hasn't been working well, and now it just fully won't turn on. So I do unfortunately have to buy a new ring light, and I am filming this in 4K to hopefully get the quality to be a little bit better when I am editing the video, because I will have to edit this to make it brighter and make it the quality that I usually put out. So that is what's happening with this video. Hopefully when I upload this, it's going to be pretty similar to what I usually put out in terms of lighting. So we're gonna go ahead and get started today. We are stuffing we're stuffing $1,450 today. All of my envelopes are completely empty. So that is just how this past pay period was. I was seeing friends and going out to places and stuff like that. So we will stuff those in a minute. And I have a lot of change for this period. So that is exciting, and we're getting closer and closer to finally completing this coin jar. So now with the coin jar, we are like right at the word where it says retail, and so I got this jar from Dollarama. It's really big. Hopefully in the next little bit we will be above that word, and then we will be almost halfway full. So I think what I'm gonna do is when I reach up to here, I'll count this as full. But we are making some really great progress on that. And we are going to stuff my envelopes today, and unfortunately the bank had absolutely no tens. So I have a lot of fives, and for some reason they are pretty curled. So for spending, it's getting 55, so 20, 40, 5, 45, 55, 20, 45, 55 for spending. And I already used some of this because I ran out of coffee creamer, so I will be withdrawing some of this from the envelope and putting that back into my bank account. And then food is getting 25. I'm just gonna do 25, that's fine. So yeah, the denominations are probably gonna be a little bit off. Work expenses, so I finally got my Tangerine card working. So I can now put expenses, my work expenses, back on that card, which is really nice. So let me just see if I have enough here, 50, 60, 70 in prop money, so I can keep track of my work expenses. So we have 50, 60, 75, and this is what my work gives me each pay period to use for any work expenses for the program. And then whatever I spend gets reimbursed back to me. And then treat is getting $10, which is going to be in 2 5s. And and this is already pretty chaotic because everything is moving around everywhere. So, and Fun is getting 2 5s as well for 10. And then Miscellaneous is also getting 10. And that is it for my wallet cash envelopes. So we are ready for the next pay period. And then I have a receipt, which I'm going to scan in both of my receipt apps, which I never talk about, and I should. I have referral codes for Receipt Jar and Receipt Hog. Unfortunately in Canada, we don't have Fetch Rewards. I wish we did. So the closest thing we have is Receipt Hog and Receipt Jar. I use both of those apps, and my referral codes are in my description box below, so check that out. And next we are going to stuff my bills, and I'm really excited because I did some, well, not excited to stuff bills, but I made some new things for my envelopes, which I'm excited about. So that money is to go to the bank, and rent is getting 415. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15. I hate that these bills are curved for some reason. It makes them difficult to handle. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 415 in rent. And now for my bills. So I made a bills tracker, which is so cute. So my bills for my subscriptions and donations and everything is a total of $75 a month. And then I have my Crunchyroll subscription, which is $30 every 3 months on the 25th. So the next one will be October. And then I'm gonna check off these bills at the end of every month once they've been paid. So I'm really happy with that. And I made some tabs here. So just like super simple ones. I'm not too happy with them, but you know what? They'll do for now. So donate is getting 10. And we are gonna put that back here. And then subscriptions is getting 20, 5, 30, 5. So 25, 35 in subscriptions. And now that's all nice and organized. And these fit perfectly in this envelope. So I am really happy about that. And it is super cute to have this. And it's just a good way to keep track of everything. So next is my student loan, which is getting 85. So 50, 70, 5, 80, 5, 50, 75, 85. And then my bus pass is getting 60, so 50, 5, and 60. And then therapy is getting 40, so 20, 40. And then cats is getting 10, so 5, 10. And in cats, we now have 10, 20, 30, 45, 55, 60 in cats. And that is it for my bills binder. Next, we are moving on to high priority. and then I'll go on to my debt binder. So I have new envelopes, which I am really excited about, and I have some new categories. So I have these zipless envelopes now, and I just think they are a lot easier to keep track of. So, or not keep track of, but like it's way less bulky. So I'm really excited about that. And for emergency, it's getting $30 today. And the reason it's getting 30 is because I want to try and finish out this tracker so we can get 500. So 25 and 30. So in emergency, we now have 100, 200, 300 in the bank, 20, 40, 65, 75, 80. So 380. And I am just going to cross off 2 15s for 30. And we are so close to being done with this and having $500. I think I maybe had $500 once and then something happened and I had to use it. So, you know, knock on wood that I can continue with this. So that is, so we have 380 in emergency. And then 3 to 6 months expenses always gets 30, 25, and 30. So in 3 to 6 months, we have 100, 200, 300, 325, and 30. And we have a very long way to go with this, but we are almost done with the second row. So that is great. And even then, $900 is still not enough to cover a full month. So, but it's close, it's pretty close. So we have 330. Then Expressive Arts Costs is getting $20 today. So now we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 25, and 30. 130. And then I'll finish out these trackers after. Vet expenses has $100, and this is all because of all of y'all that have supported my shop this past month. I was able to put $100 towards vet expenses, as well as start a pet emergency fund. So I got 150, I think, or something like that from Etsy. So I have $45 in the bank towards a pet emergency fund for my cats. So everything that I make from Etsy is going to be going to vet expenses or pet emergency right now. And then Anime North is getting, I did budget $40, but I think I'm only gonna put 20 right now. So $20, because I did 40 because I wanted to finish out this second row, but we can finish it next pay period. So in Anime North, we now have 100, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 50, 65, 75, 85, 95, 400, 5, 10, 15, 20. So we have $420 for Anime North, which is awesome. And getting a ticket is going to happen in January. And then medical isn't getting anything, but we got $20 in there. And then savings, I did add, I think it was like $18.20 to round it off. or something like that. So I now have $150 in my savings, which is great. And that does it for my high priority binder. And next we're moving on to my debt binder. So my line of credit is getting 100. And my credit card is getting 200, which is the last two. So in credit card, we have 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 10, 410, 20, 30, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 500, 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 40. So 540 is what we have towards my credit card because your girl did some spending on there and I have to pay that off. So that is the action of my consequences. I think what I meant to say was the consequences of my actions. So yeah, that's what I meant for that. So that is it for my debt binder. And then I also paid my Neo credit card. So that was the remaining balance. So I paid that off in full. So now we're going to my low priority binder. And same thing, I switched to these envelopes and I also made an annual fees tracker. So I do have to make a new one because there were, of course, 1 or 2 subscriptions that I forgot about. But the next yearly subscription that I have to pay for is my plant app. So this is how I'm able to keep track of all of my plants and I find it to be very helpful. So we are putting $30 in there, 25 and 30. And next we're going to be working on credit card fee and my website domain that I have to pay for. And those are both in November. So next pay, we are going to start working on those. And then hobbies is I budgeted 30. So let's see, 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. I think I'm going to have to make some change with my 20s, but I'm doing $15 in hobbies. And then I'm doing, I have a Miku envelope and I have a figures envelope. So I'm doing $10 in figures, which I know I could have done this, like budgeted this out separately, but my brain works in weird ways. So that's what I'm gonna do. So in figures, we have 5, 10, 15, 25. And the next figure that I have coming up is Lucy and the 2023 Racing Miku. So I have to start building this up again. And then Miku is getting $5 today. And I need 500 by December. So we have 51, 20, 40, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 205. And then I have a new envelope here, which is vacation pay. So because I am going to take time off in May, I do have to put money in here in order to make up for the days that I will not be working because I am part-time. I don't get paid days off. So the $20 that the extra 20 that I budgeted for Anime North, I'm gonna put in here. So we have $20 for vacation. And then for fitness and wellness, we are adding $20 today. And then I think I did, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Yeah, so we're doing $20 today. And that means we have completed a third row for the savings challenge and start the fourth row. So this is for me to save for a year's worth of a gym membership. So we've started at the halfway point, so that's awesome. So we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 30, 5, 45, 55, 60. So we have 160 towards a gym membership. And then self-care is getting 25 today. So 25. I need to have such a high number in self-care because I'm always having to use it. And then that is it for the rest of the envelopes, but I have Future Me, Christmas, tattoos, gifts, licenses, retail therapy, and plants. So that is it for my low priority binder. And next we are moving on to savings challenges. So my fruit savings challenge, I've decided I'm gonna use to get a new Apple Watch because Apple has released a pink Apple Watch and they've also released the pink iPhone 15. So I'm also gonna upgrade to the iPhone 15, but I'm not doing that until later in the year because my phone is perfectly fine. And I wanna save up for that upgrade. So, but my Apple Watch is pretty old and I do have to replace the battery actually. So instead of replacing the battery, I'm just gonna upgrade to the new watch instead, but I will do that when I complete this challenge. So in fruit, we have 20, 40, 60, 81. So $400 more for that. And we are gonna color in a apple. And then I'm going to put that off to the side to dry. So we did the bottom row. And now we have 2 more rows to go for that. And next is rainbow. So I do have to make change. Okay, so I am back from making change. So rainbow challenge is getting $15 today. I did not need to take out the cover. So $15, we are so close to finishing this off and I'm really excited. So we're coloring a 15. And I'm also gonna put this off to the side to dry. And we have 5, 10, 15. So now in Rainbow Challenge, we have 100, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500, 5, 10, 15, 25, 35. So we have $535 in Rainbow Savings Challenge, which is so exciting. Next is Japan. So I actually ended up taking the $50 that was in here to pay for my tattoo, which thankfully I did because it was more than what I thought it was going to be. So I'm just replenishing that. so the tracker will stay the same. And then we are starting a new scratch off challenge. So I just re-stickered what I had here. So I scratched this off camera and we got 25 for scratch off. And then we're going to scratch off for the next pay period. And let's do up here. So we got $10 that we will be stuffing for the next cash stuffing. So we will do $10. And I think this scratch off will total $70. And I got this scratch off from Cosplay Girl Budgets. She did send this to me when we were sending letters to each other. So I'm just going to make a note that I'm doing $10 for the next pay period. Okay, so that is it for today's cash stuffing. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to see more videos like this. And I will see you in my next video. Take care.